Hey guys, my name is Sebastian Oreb, otherwise known as the Australian Strength Coach. And today I'm going to give you a video of myself performing a big squat session leading up to a competition in 8 weeks time. And I like to talk to you guys while I'm performing my squats and performing my warm-ups to tell you exactly what's going through my mind, what am I thinking, what am I focusing on, the technical cues that I'm trying to perform, why am I performing certain warm-ups and everything about my training. I usually like to talk you through it as I'm going. But something that I definitely know is I'm getting to the heavy end of my programming. This is a big squat session. I've got 4 more squat sessions till competition, including this one. So this was 350 kilograms for 4 reps. For me, the best that I'd ever done prior to this was 2 reps of that weight. So this was a big PB for me, or a PR, however you like to say it. Personal best is what we say in Australia. And I knew that I had the strength to do this, but I knew that I needed to focus. So I decided that I wasn't going to talk to the camera during the session, and instead I'll talk to the camera after the session, and I'm going to be giving you a commentary as we go through the entire session. So I hope you guys enjoy. I'm going to tell you exactly why I'm doing everything that I do, and that's all. I hope you guys enjoy. Before we continue, click like, subscribe, all of that stuff. Comment below if you want to see any more like this, or whatever types of videos that you want me to record for you. Just let me know and I'll make it happen. Okay guys, let's do it. I hope you enjoy. This is the start of my session. This is the very first thing that I'm doing as part of my warm-up routine. This is called a bird dog, but it's part of a series. The series is called the McGill Big 3. This was taught to me by a mentor of mine. His name's Andrew Locke, and he got it from Stuart McGill, who has currently the best spine research in the world. And what the goal behind this is to activate the core. The first exercise is a bird dog. Now what I'm doing is 30 seconds front plank, rolling over to the side, so it's 15 seconds side plank, and we go 15 seconds on the other side. So that's bracing exercises. From here we roll over to my back and I do curl-ups. Notice my foot position. One foot close to the butt and the other foot stretched out. What that does is it neutralizes my pelvis. Now I swap, so I'll go 5 with one leg close to my butt and the last 5 with the other leg close to my butt. Okay, moving from there, so my core's active. Now I've gone to glute activation exercises. What this is clams, 25 clams. This is the way that Andrew Locke likes to teach a clam. This isn't going to get me really strong. It's just going to warm up my butt muscles. So in particular, the movement that I'm doing here is called abduction and external rotation. The muscles responsible for that is mainly my glute min and glute med, but also a little bit of glute max too. Okay, so it's a small activation for the glutes. Now this is a single-legged glute bridge. Some of you may like to rest that top leg over the top of the knee or whatever. It doesn't really matter, so long as one leg is performing the glute bridges. Look at the knee of the leg that's performing it. It's roughly 90 degrees at the knee, so this is 10 single-legged glute bridges each side. So the reason why I have 90 degrees at the knee, if it's too far out, if my foot's too far out, it's too much hamstring. If the foot's too close to my butt, it's too much quadriceps. So 90 degrees, in my opinion, that's a sweet spot. So that's 10 on each side. So we did the core activation exercises followed by the glute activation exercises. Now, more funny exercises. We've got Big Kevy over there. He's doing his warm-ups next to me, but what I'm doing is a lock lat pull. Make no mistake, you're hearing me talking about all of my activation and warm-up routines. I got them all from Andrew Locke. So the lock lat pulls basically warm up the lats is what I need to get under the barbell. My shoulders are really stiff. Anyway, now I'm doing bendovers. I'm talking a little bit fast. I'm taking you through everything. It's really simple. Bendovers is basically me doing squats, but not just squats, how you see me performing it under a barbell where I'm nice and upright. Bending over so I'm putting blood through my upper back muscles as well. Okay, this exercise, this is mobility exercises for my back, for my upper back, for my shoulders. This is going to help me. It might seem silly to a lot of people that don't have a problem grabbing onto a bar, but it's a common thing with strong powerlifters that especially have strong bench presses. Their upper body mobility sucks. So those are great exercises that help me get under a barbell. Okay, moving over to leg swings. So I'm not counting any number in particular while I'm doing this. I've been doing this forever. Whenever I've squatted, it's just kind of mobilizes my hip joint. It's not a stretch. This is shoulder mobility work here. getting under the bar, you'll see it. I'm so stiff, and as my bench press is getting stronger and stronger and I'm developing more muscle mass in my shoulders, my mobility is getting worse and worse. So I'm currently at about 118 kilograms body weight, so I'm getting bigger to the point where I'm very uncomfortable with my own body weight. And as I get bigger, I get less mobile, I become more stiff. So yeah, this is me stretching my lats. Getting into the position, I'm taking the shoulder joint through the range of motion that I'm going to need to get under the squat bar, which is right now. First weight, 30 kilograms. So that whole warm-up mobility activation took me about 20 to 30 minutes. Now I get under an empty bar. So that says 30 kilograms. So that bar is 25 kilogram bar with 2.5 kilogram collars on the side. There's Big Benny on the side there setting up the cameras. That's the depth check cam. Okay, so that's the first set. It was 2 sets of 5 on 30 kilograms. Now we jump up to 80 kilograms, 1 rep at a time. So for all of these weights, have a look at what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make sure each and every one of these sets looks identical. Okay, knee wraps. I've got a whole 2 videos on the way that I wrap my knees. So if you want to check that out, that's on my Instagram page. We'll put that up here, at Australian Strength Coach on my Instagram. There's also some tutorials on Facebook, on YouTube as well if you look hard enough. But these are my soft wraps. This is 7 revolutions, nice and easy.
Soft 2D wrap technique for advanced people.
Kinda.
Yeah.
Well, usually I wrap earlier.
Yeah.
And I take smaller jumps.
160. So the wraps basically spring the weight up. They act as knee joint extensors. So they make it harder to sit into position because it's trying to keep the knee joint straight. So it acts as really strong quadriceps. That's my brother chalking my back up. For me, you know, I like to get really aggressive with the bar position. I put it really low down my back. And so to grip it on my back, we put as much chalk as possible. Do I need to? Maybe not. I like to anyway. Peace of mind, I guess. Okay, so this is Reese. Pale Horse Powerlifting. Man, this guy can rap. He's Australia's best 140 kilogram powerlifter. And damn, he can wrap really tight. He can also wrap very precise as well. This is the knee wrap technique that I use for him. I was the first person to wrap his knees when he squatted 400 kilograms. So he says, you know, he likes to return the favor. He wrapped my knees when I first squatted 400 kilograms as well. So the first sets, I wrap them myself so that he can save his hands. This is exhausting on the hands, wrapping it so tight.
Yeah, but it's just tied off here.
I'm not sure what weight I've got on this set. So imagine having a guy that can deadlift 400 kilograms, wrap your knees. Like, he's strong. But I've developed the tolerance to handle tight wraps now. But notice how neatly he's applying each revolution. He's not just wrapping it. He's precisely placing each revolution in its exact spot. Yep, 9 revolutions, just as it says. Okay, 240 kilograms. Nice and slow and tight on the way down and driving it up fast. That's the way that I like to teach it. When I say driving it up fast, I'm not trying to drive up fast, I'm just driving up with intent. Just like standing out of a chair. You don't try and jump out of a chair. You just stand up with intent. Same that I'm doing here. Notice the speed of each rep is staying consistent. 330 was the last warm-up set. Now is the big set. So this is the important set. This is where we get really tight. So this is 10 revolutions. This is the tightest I've ever had my knees wrapped, actually. Those are my Lily Bridge wraps from Pioneer, and actually they're the same wraps that I used for Thor in a number of his World's Strongest Man competitions, as well as his powerlifting comp. Graham Hicks, Alex Simon, Reese Keane, the guy who's wrapping my knees, like these are some of the best powerlifters in the world. Use those exact wraps that I'm using. I used to think that you need brand new wraps so that they give you the most spring or elasticity or whatever it is, but actually I've found that the more you use these wraps, the stretchier they get and the more revolutions I'm able to achieve. And yeah, for these ones in particular, the older they get, the better they get. So these have been used in about 15 competitions and have produced a lot of 400 kilogram squats. It's not just the wrap though, the lifter is the one that squats it. But having a good wrap is crucial. Okay, 350 kilograms. Something you'll notice, I'm bringing my hands in each set. I've brought them in a centimeter closer each set. The rule is hold the bar as close as shoulder mobility allows. Place it nice and low on my back, looking straight ahead, and it's go time. Pretty happy with that. I could have done 5.
Okay, so that was 350 kilograms for 4 reps. That's my entire session. That's session 1 for the day. I kind of make an agreement with myself that all I need to do is that big top set and then I can relax. So I'm gonna go and eat some food and I'm gonna come back for my accessories. They're gonna be light. So I don't need, like right now, I can't do this without my team around me. So you saw, it's like, oh man, it's really cool to have these guys standing around me and screaming. You just can't fail when you got such an awesome team around. You know, I got my brother standing right behind me. I got Alex Simon, was former #1 powerlifter in Australia before he retired after his very second comp. I got a 403 kilogram deadlifter wrapping my knees. Like he's also a powerlifting coach. So he knows how to wrap and he's strong. That was the tightest I've ever had my wraps. I got an Olympic weightlifter right there, Sonny Webster.
I'm the best screaming.
I got one of the best bench pressers in Australia, Kevin Yuan, standing right behind me. I got my little sis over there in the corner. Oh, hello. Dinny J. She didn't come to train, she came to support. The cheerleader. And I got Benny on the camera. And it's just a great day. So that's a big PB, 350 for 4 reps. I do believe there was an extra rep in there, but there's no point doing that extra rep. Sticking to the plan. 3 more heavy squat sessions to go before competition, and I'm on track. So today was a good day. Hope you enjoyed.
So that was the entire session. That was me rounding up actually straight after the session, so you got to see exactly how I felt. I was pretty happy with myself. The squat technique that I'm following here is the exact same squat technique that I teach, and I've actually created a tutorial for my squatting right here. We'll stick up the link for you, so click on that if you want to see the techniques that I'm following myself. It's the same technique that I teach the strongest in the world. It's the same technique that I teach my 10-year-old daughter. Okay, the difference is between my 10-year-old daughter and the strongest in the world is just the weight that's lifted. But I teach everyone to squat with good technique. And check that out. Hope you enjoyed. Click like, subscribe if you haven't already, and leave a comment below if there's anything that you want me to answer, any questions you want me to answer, or any future videos you'd like me to make. But I hope you enjoyed. Happy squatting, everyone.